Okay, stream should be going up. Let's see this. Okay, looks good. Let me just double check the quality. Yeah, quality looks good. Everything looks readable. Okay, perfect. Where's my phone? Here it is. So I just want to pull everything up on my phone just so that way. The echo effect is so annoying. Okay. I just want to pull up everything on my phone so that way I could respond to comments and junk. Here we go. I really should code a program that like overlays the comments or something. I'm sure there's a program out there actually. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let me post the links everywhere. Also, it looks like I already have 2 viewers. That's nice. Okay, how do I do this? I always have a hard time finding where the actual stream is happening. It's so annoying. Seriously, YouTube, give me the place where it's actually being streamed to. Also, if I click on the video, why are you bringing me to the edit page? Am I clicking edit? No, I clicked on the title. Why do I have to click on the thumbnail in order to go to the actual video? It's the dumbest thing in the entire world. Whoever designed YouTube is a stinking moron and should be fired immediately. Here. Okay, perfect. Now, let me take the link and post it literally everywhere. Okay, here, I don't care. Sorry, Exalted, I'm doing it out of everyone. Sorry to spam everyone, but I'm sure Exalted is okay with it because I am just that awesome. Okay, I don't think I could spam it here. I don't think I can spam it here. I don't think I can spam it here. So I need to spam it in places that I won't get kicked out. Here, videos and music. Let me also add, live streaming myself coding something. There we go. Okay. Get in trouble there. Here I could post. Which thing is it again? Where is it? Here, YouTube and Twitch. Okay. Here I'll mention it. I don't think I can post a link though. I'm streaming myself. Coding the SAO cutscene maker. If anyone wants to watch, I'll put a link. Otherwise, okay, I'll check back there. Here I'll get in trouble. Here, they don't care. And this is self promo, anyways. Okay, here I could put it in media. Here I could put it in. I can't put it in content creation. I could put it in. I know he has something here. Videos. Did I get a response right? No. Okay, let me mute that so that way I know if I actually get a response to the right thing. Here I will put it in. Oh, I don't have access to here. Kind of want to spam Larry, but whatever. I'll spam her later. Here I'll do an add everyone because it's my server, so 2 bad people. Add everyone. Okay. Oh, I already have 3 viewers. Okay. Don't think I could put it here. I could put it here. I could put it here, but I don't think I'm gonna do an add everyone, and can't put it there. Okay. Wow, 5 viewers already. Hey, what's up, constructive critic? Oh, I'm assuming that you're Exalted, right? What's up, people? You know, it's so annoying when someone goes by one name on one platform and then goes by a completely different name on a different platform. It just makes things so confusing, if you guys know what I mean. Anyways, I am going to be working on the SAO Custom Maker version something. I don't even know what version it is by this point. Okay. Anyways, ooh, Mystery Dash is here. Welcome, Dash. Okay. For those of you guys that don't know Mystery Dash, he's been helping me with a lot of coding related stuff for a while now, so he's pretty awesome. You've had worse names much earlier. Well, I could probably imagine. If I didn't think ahead when I was like 12 and made this account, then I would my username would be a lot different right now. Anyways, where am I at with this? I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Does it do any? No, I think I remember where I was up to with this. I don't remember where I was up to with this. I kind of sort of do, maybe not. I really don't know. Okay, let's just clear everything. And let me see what, because the last time I worked on this was like a week or two ago. Okay, so first the globals happen, those initiate. I'm not going to go over a overview of the code right here because I need to understand what I did myself first. So first, I need to update my commenting system once I'm done with the current thing. Okay, dialog and scroll are set to an empty string. Then dialog length is 0, place count is 1, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what any of these do. Okay. Okay, so room restart. If you press the end key, then it restarts the room. Then there's a testing thing, which is commented out. Okay, let's do commented out. Okay. Then another testing. So if you press the right... Oh, yeah, so I remember. So I'm trying to split it up between input mode and game mode or something like that. Now, right over here, I have it that if I press right and left, it switches the input mode, but not the game mode. That's right. So where I left off, I believe, is with the actual text input script, if I remember right. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so if it's 0, it should be working. So let me see. So let's check this code. Okay, so how does it start out? So it starts out, it creates a bunch of variables, good. Then it checks if I'm pressing right or left. Right when it starts, I'm not pressing right or left, so nothing happens. So if global.gamemode1 game mode equals 1. So is global.gamemode equal to 1? Let's see. I think it is, but let's double check. Global.gamemode is in fact equal to 1. So if it is equal to 1, which it is, then if game.input mode is 2, string toggle that and okay, so that's not in the if statement. So if global.input mode is equal to 2, by default it's not, but I could change it to that. Then if it is, then it sets string toggle equal to 1, else it sets it equal to 0, and then it launches the script. Now, if the game mode is equal to 2, it does a text scroll. Now, I don't have any way of changing it to 2 at the current moment. I'm going to have to get to that later. So, for now, I can ignore that line of code. So, right now, I can assume that it breezes past everything, goes straight to if global.input mode is less than or equal to 2. Wait, less than or... Oh, yeah, now I remember what I did. It's because I set it up in a certain way. Yeah, it's because, if I remember right... Yeah, I think I'm remembering. It's because of the differences between strings and digits or something. I think I wanted to reuse some code or something. Yeah, here, I wanted to reuse this code. Okay, so let's say by the start, because I think it starts off at 0 or something. What does it start off as? Yeah, so it starts off at 0. So if it's 0, then it blows right past this. It's less than 2, so string toggle is equal to 1 in that case. Now, if string toggle is equal... Yeah, so string toggle is equal to 1. So, then it goes straight to the text input manager. Now, first it checks if I'm pressing a key. Now, if I'm pressing a key, it checks if the string toggle is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then it checks for the input for string. And if it's not, then it checks for string digits. Then if I press backspace, it deletes whatever is there. Now, if global.input mode is equal to... Okay, I think I understand my code now. Got it. Yeah, you're confused already, Exalted. I barely understand my own code until I really get a good grasp of it, because I haven't worked on this project in like a week or two because of various personal stuff, so I'm not really expecting you to fully understand it. I did a live stream like 2 weeks ago when I fully explained every little detail of this, so if you want to get a better understanding of all this, then you could watch that. Obviously, I don't recommend right now, but probably after. So game mode is equal to 1. Perfect. So if I set it equal to 2... Wait, yeah, game mode is equal to 1, input mode is equal to 0. Now, if I switch it, I think what's doing it, yeah, the act of switching it is what is erasing it in that case. Now, what that means is, if it's equal to 2, I can still do this. And if it's equal to 3, I can't do that. Now, if I set it equal to 2 again, perfect. Now, let's say I do on equals 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works no problem. Now let's say I go back to 3 and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I add the letters A, B, C, D. Perfect. Exactly what I want. So, what's the purpose of all this for the... Oh, wow, I'm at 9 viewers. That's awesome. So what's the purpose of what I just did? Why do I want to restrict it that in certain cases that it only checks if I'm pressing letters versus other cases where I'm checking if I'm pressing letters or numbers? The reason is because I want to set it up, and let me open up my previous version of the cutscene maker to show you guys. So this is for the Neptunia cutscene maker, because I ran into a small problem with the interface, actually, in that it was getting a bit convoluted at some point. That it looked fine for what it was. It's that the problem is, at a certain point, it just doesn't look good. I can't add too much more to it. I think this is an older version. It shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, this is the same basic interface. So if you look over here, this is an older version of the cutscene maker. This is version 4.1, I believe. I don't think it's the most up-to-date version, but the problem with this is that, do you see any screen real estate I could really use to put anything? If I want to add a new feature, I kind of have to squeeze it in somewhere, and there's not really a lot of room for me to squeeze it in for it to really look natural by this point. And the reason is because I made everything very, very big and clear, and it's because this is my first menu interface type thing I've ever really made, so I was figuring everything out as I was going. So what I did is that in order to make the fake cutscenes, there are 4 important variables. First, there's the stuff that will scroll on the screen. So first I click in the box, and then I type in whatever I want, press the enter key, it shows up here. That's how that works. And then if I keep on typing, it just keeps on adding stuff to go up there. I could obviously turn off caps lock. I could adjust which line it goes under, blah, blah, blah. I could also delete by line, little stuff like that. You guys get the idea. So that's the first important variable. The second important variable is the text speed, and this determines exactly how fast the text is moving. Now, when I was originally coding the text speed function, I did not know what I was doing, and because of that, I was running into 1,000 glitches, and because of that, you can see that it literally goes off the screen if you type in too much. Granted, you won't need to type in that much if you're using it reasonably. Anywhere between like 0.10 and like 3 is perfectly fine for text speed, and you shouldn't need anything more or less than that, so you shouldn't need to have it go off screen. I need to find a way to limit that. I'm probably going to work on that for this version of the cutscene maker, which is a redesign and an overhaul. Then there's the on-screen and off-screen times. The basic idea is that once you go over here, and once I press the space bar and it scrolls across the screen, so that was the text speed, and then how long is it staying on screen, and then how long does it stay off screen. And the reason for that is so that way you could time the video properly. So if I go over here, and let's say I change the background, and let's say I add in a few characters. So you can see there's a few characters over there. Oh shoot, resetting it actually resets the entire room? That's a bug I never noticed. Yeah, this is a much older version if it only has 2 backgrounds actually. That's a pretty big bug though. Anyways, right over here though, so let's say I press spacebar and you can see that it's going across the screen. This is just meant to be a preview. This is not supposed to be the final product. So the idea is, okay, how long is this staying on screen, then how long is this staying off screen? This helps later on the editing, at least for this version of the project, because for this version of the project you need a actual editor. Now for the SAO custom maker, I'm trying to bypass the editor entirely. So in order to do that, I need those specific variables. I need the what's typed, which is obviously letters and numbers. I need the on-screen, off-screen, and text speed also, though, which all those are strictly just numbers. Now what I could do is I could do something like this. So let's say I do like this. Let me do it in a commenting just so I could delete it easier. Oh my god, I can't type today. Okay, I could do it if what is it? Let's do what is the stinking function there? Keyboard check pressed, and then it would be something like what is it? Digit something? I don't even know. I could do that, and then I could do or if blah 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 blah, or, and then I do that over and over again for every single number in the actual thing. And that's what I actually did for the earlier version of the cutscene maker. So I could do it like that, or I could simply tell it, which I found out recently, okay, why not just only check if I'm pressing a number, which works no problem. And I'm a moron for not thinking of that. Now, granted, I also have to add in a thing that if I'm pressing period, I'll figure that out after, I think, though. Right now, I just want to get basic functionality, though, so it's fine. Anyways, though, what was I doing, though? Let's get rid of that random slash. What was I doing? So that's the reason why I have it set that way. It's because for one of them, I'm going to have text and, obviously, I'm going to have text and numbers. The other ones, I want only numbers. At the same time, I want the option later on to be able to add to it that I can add functionality that, let's say if I want another thing that could do letters and numbers, that I could also just add it right onto it rather than just limiting it like that. So that's the reason why I divided it this way. And plus, it just saves space in the code. It just makes things easier to understand. So by default, it is set equal to 1 because it starts out with it right at 0. And okay, it starts out with game mode at 0. This means the string toggle is equal to 1. And if it's equal to 1, it is checking for... Wait a sec. No, by default it's set to 0, and yeah, okay, because it's checking if it's less than 2. Wait a sec. If it's less than 2, by default, is it less than 2? 1 second. Okay, dialogue, text speed. Oh, okay, yeah, I did it in reverse, I guess. Okay, that makes sense, actually. Okay, so how am I going to do this in that case? So what I did here is I have it that's calling a function. What that means is that I have to actually code what those functions do. So if keyboard check pressed vk enter var flag equals imp. What in the world is that? Okay. Okay, I really don't understand my code here. Oops, shoot. I don't even know how I did that. Okay. Okay, so what's it doing? So right now, input is equal... Wait, so how is it deleting it if I press left or right? I'm assuming it's probably up here. Yeah, so if I press left or right, then it resets it. Perfect, that's what I want. Now what that means is over here, the input by default is equal to whatever is over here. And it's very much limited in that sense, which is exactly what I want. So it should be that all I need to do is... Does that mean actually... So dialogue equals string flag. Var flag equals input. Input is reset, and then dialogue is equal to that flag. So that means if I were to go to the object event and the draw event, draw text dialogue, what that should mean is that should mean that that one function should already be working. So in order to get that working, what do I need? I need input mode equal to 1. Then I type in whatever I want, letters and numbers, and then if I press it, bingo, perfect. That's working perfectly. So for those of you guys that don't understand, here's what happened. Okay, so what I'm doing over here is I'm checking, okay, am I typing something in? And if I am typing something in, set it equal to this word right here. That means if I type in this word, it means whatever I typed in before. So if I call that word, if I tell the program, okay, it's almost like putting in a container. If I put in a little box, if I put like a whole bunch of garbage in a box, and I say, hey, get me that box because I want the garbage inside of it, you'll know, okay, if I tell you to get the box, it's because I want the garbage inside. I'm not really explaining it good, but you guys get the idea. Also, NEP. I see a bunch of you other commenting NEP, so yeah, let me get in on that NEP. Anyways, I should make a variable NEP. That's something I should do later on, just as a joke. What am I doing, though? So what's happening is that the input is set to whatever I typed in. And then because it's already set to that, all I'm doing is I'm waiting for the user to press enter to confirm that. So all these do is differentiate, okay, is the user pressing enter for dialogue, or are they pressing enter for text speed, or are they pressing enter for delay on or delay off? And the reason I have them in different scripts over here is so that way I could build upon them later on if I need to. So the whole point of all this is that it's checking, okay, here's the input, and here's what I already typed in. Now, which one am I pressing enter for? And the reason I'm doing it like this versus in this program where I have dedicated things for them is because this would save screen real estate, which would make it that I could put more stuff on screen. So with that in mind, now I have to code in the text speed and text delays. So the question then is, how am I going to go about doing this? So dialogue length, dialogue speed. Okay, dialogue length is a completely separate variable. Is dialogue speed coded is the question. It looks like it is. Okay. That means if I set the thing equal to, if I type in, let's say 20 or 15, I don't know. Question is, why isn't that update? Yeah, so that's not updating. Dialogue speed equals 30. Oh, no, that's why. I'm a moron. Okay. Yeah, I'm a complete moron. That should fix it. I think. Let me just double check that. No, it's not. It's... That it? Nope, there's an underkey. There's a, here we go. Okay, now if I go to input mode 2, if I set it equal to 15, bingo, perfect. So that works perfectly. Now all I'm doing right here is setting the variables. It's not set to actually do anything with those variables yet. Now, do I have text delay on and off yet? I actually do. Okay, it looks like I probably also coded off. So I have those as delay on and delay off. So let's go to here and let's do a thing. Delay on and delay off. Let's do 700 and then 750. Now this will tell me the delay times. The question is, I don't think I have it set yet. Okay. So I need to set a default. Yeah, it's set to a real value. Do I want it as a real, actually? Yeah, I think a real is fine. I don't think I need a float. Okay, input dialogue speed. So by default, as soon as I start the game, it sets it equal to 30. Perfect. Now, I want... What is it? I think it's like, text on? No. What was that variable? Delay on, that's it. Delay on and delay off. So let's set the delay on equal to 2 and then the delay off also equal to 2, and those are... Wait, no, all this should be in frames actually, so let's do it to 60. No, let's do it to 120 and 120. What that should mean is very, very simple. Perfect. Now, if I have it at 0, nothing is happening. If I have it at 1, I can type in whatever I want, and it will appear up there. If I have it at 2, I can't type in. I can type in words for some reason. That's a glitch. That's something I have to fix. Okay, but if I type in 1, 2, 3, 4, it should appear over there. Wait a second. Okay, let me reset the room. And resetting the room's not working. Wait, no, I do it to end. Okay, there. Okay, input mode is equal to 0. Nothing happens. Input mode is equal to 1. It works. Input mode is equal to 2. Let's only type numbers even though I know that letters will work. Works no problem. Input mode is equal to 3. Ooh, that didn't work. Okay. Yep, that's not working for some reason. Oh, wait, it was still on 2 for some reason. Yep, for some reason it was stuck on 2. Perfect, got it. Yep, this is working. Great. Exactly what I wanted. That got a lot done, actually. Okay, now how am I going to do it from here? Let's save. Okay, now that I have all that done, let me comment my code properly and get rid of anything that's not needed. Okay, important variables within. So this is probably going to take like half the video, by the way. I'm just commenting my code. This is not really the most fun part of coding, because what I'm doing is I'm setting it up so that way if I ever need anything, that I understand what's what and how everything works. So this is a commenting system that I came up with myself that just helps with that. The idea is I define what and where everything is according to certain things. So first, let me start off by deleting anything that's not necessary. So we'll start with the global. I do need all the game time stuff. I should probably copy over the code there. Let me just grab it from text scroll. Okay, so global. Okay. First thing that starts. Okay, within the scope. I don't really need to worry about that. There are no locals. There are a bunch of globals, though. So in terms of globals, there are literally all these. Okay, now, do I still have that? Yep, I still have that. Perfect. Okay, I create a keyboard macro that helps with this. Okay, the idea of what I'm doing right now is that I'm taking the actual variable itself and I'm deleting whatever it's equal to. I'm putting an O at the end like this, and the idea is that if I do a global search for the variable name plus O, it lets me find where that variable originated. That's why it's an O. So if you guys are into coding, this is a really interesting commenting structure that I was able to figure out that really helps a lot, at least for me. Okay, so that's all those globals, and then there's one more I don't think I added in. Yeah, there's one more. An error has occurred. There we go. This should work. Okay. Then there is the... Oh, wait. Oh, all these. That's in the wrong area, actually. Okay, let's do that here. Global... Perfect. Okay. Now, these are all created variables. Outside scope. Okay, so global is not using anything else here. It's not using any locals. Let me just do an A. Here we go. Here's a comment structure idea. If you use comments, that means your code is bad enough that it needs comments. Very funny, but you have to keep in mind that this code is public and that I want other people to be able to build upon it. So if I have a coding commenting structure like this, it lets other people understand how everything works and search for everything easier. And plus, I stink at coding, and because of that, I want to be able to understand what I'm doing easier, especially while I still learn a lot of this. So, yeah. Also, it could actually help you if you're working on a big piece of code. Okay, so here in the step event, this is all using stuff. So frame, second, and frame. Okay, global.frame, global.minute. So there's no runtime stuff. No game mode and no dialogue. Okay, so I just need those, and it didn't create them, it's using those. You, and you. Perfect. Wow, I lost a lot of viewers quick. Well, I mentioned that this was going to get a bit boring. Whatever. Okay, so now that that's done, I can get to the next part. So the object event. So here, let's go to the create event. Create a variable dialog. I don't know where dialog length is. I want to do it in order which it was created. Dialog scroll. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Dialog scroll, dialog length, place count, ds value, ds total, runtime toggle. Okay, let me see which one of these I even need anymore. Okay. Do I need place count? Yeah, place count I need. DS underscore value. What is this? The text scroll. Okay, so I can ignore text scroll for the most part right now, but runtime toggle, is that important? Wait, actually, okay, I'm gonna ignore that for right now. So I do need the DS value in total. I need runtime toggle. I basically need all these, I guess. Okay, I can remove the in progress thing. Okay, place count, DS value, DS total, runtime toggle. Input, dialog speed, delay on and delay off. Input. Dialog speed. Delay off. And delay on. Perfect. Now for the globals. Input mode is equal to 0. Input manager. So this is where it was created. Got it. Okay, so that's that. Perfect. Yo, what's up, Zilka? And no, I'm not a fan of seeing girls die. You ask me that, like, all the time. Well, you ask everyone that, but still. Okay, so right now I'm basically just commenting my code. So if you want to see how my commenting system works, because it's pretty interesting in my opinion, then yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, at least. Anyways, global game. Okay, let me just see. So if keyboard blah blah blah, that doesn't matter. So this was testing. I'd say I could delete this. That is still testing even though it's working. So global dot input mode plus equals 1. So yeah, so let me change that. It is using input mode. It is also using input. Did it create dialogue speed? I don't see dialogue speed created here. No, it didn't create dialogue speed. That should be here. Yeah. Okay, so input mode and input. Then there's string toggle. How do I have that? Okay, string toggle. What was that? Wait, no, string toggle. No, string toggle is actually created here. Then it calls the text input manager. I should probably create another thing for scripts that it uses, maybe. Yeah, I'll make another thing for scripts. Scripts. Room. Restart. Might as well just do it like that. So I use room restart, text input manager, and text scroll. Text input manager, text scroll. I also use global.game mode. Perfect. So Silica asked Mystery Dash in Game Maker you can specify a script's arguments by using / function name argument 2. You don't know why Game Maker did it that way. By the way, Silica, what's weird about at least how I'm using Game Maker is that for some reason it's not requiring me to use arguments. I don't even understand what's up with this. It's that if I call, let's say I call this script right over here, then if I put, let's say 1 2 3 4, then it gives me an error or something. I don't know if I'm just using arguments wrong, but if I were to use something in this actual script, then it would still be within the same scope as this, even if I don't like return it or something. I don't know if that's normal or something, but I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe you guys know better since both of you guys actually know what you're doing. Okay, let me see. Let me just get rid of the outside the scope thing. Okay, let me just simplify by just using it like this. Okay, I'm assuming this is accurate. Okay, dialogue and local, so all the game time junky things and the runtime junky things, including frame, second, minute. Do I have total here? No, there is no total here. Okay. Is there input mode and game mode? Game mode is, but input mode is not. Global dot input mode. It's because you specified no arguments with triple slash at the start of the script. Wait, no, it doesn't care. LO, at least from GameMaker 8.1. So you have no idea then. I have no idea either. It's so weird. It's convenient. It is convenient. I will say that. Like if I want to just define it within that script, I'll just use the var command. But it is so weird. I don't understand that because as far as I'm aware in most coding languages, you do have to specify arguments, which is kind of confusing. I'm not really sure how to do that even, but whatever. If I don't need to do it, I don't need to worry about it. Okay, so dialogue, there's no, oh, there is dialogue. Okay, there's dialogue. Input, input. There's input, dialogue. Okay, input, scroll. Input, scroll, dialogue. Dialogue length, then there is dialogue speed, comma, delay on, and delay off. Now I'm pretty sure those were, yep, perfect, okay. And that is perfectly commented in my opinion. For GameMaker, specifying arguments was a suggestion. God GML is super weird. You can add as many as you want and read with argument zero argument zero variables. Seems not to be the case for GameMaker 2 from what you can see. I really don't know, to be honest. All I know is that if I set a variable, like let's say I create a variable here and then I use the variable here, and that this script was called here, and then because it was called here, obviously it goes to here, that's within this object scope somehow. I don't fully understand it, but I know how it functions. Like, I don't fully understand why it works that way, but I understand how it functions. To be honest, that's the most important part, just understanding how it functions, frankly. Okay, so it looks like I got all three of those up and running. Scopes work really weird in GameMaker. Yes, that they do. 100% agree there. Okay, so with that done, now let's get on to this one. So, if blah blah blah. Okay, it's actually a good thing I commented that. No, let me put this all the way on the bottom though. Come on. Perfect. Okay. Room restart. Oh, that's in order to delete the DS list or something. Okay, yeah. I don't need to worry about that for right now. So text scroll. I'll worry about that after because I don't need to worry about it right now at least. Okay. So typing input. Script. Import variables. Blah blah blah. So, I don't think it creates any new variables. It shouldn't, at least. I'd assume it doesn't because it's not really good to create a variable here because it's being called every frame, so that could cause some problems. Okay, if string toggle equals 1, string toggle I know I created earlier. Okay. Input. And then there's a couple global. No, there's one global, so it's input mode equals 0. Global dot input mode equals 0. Yeah, it didn't create anything, and let's see what scripts it's calling. Scripts. Dialog. Text speed. Text delay on. Text delay off. Perfect. Okay. So much has changed in GML since last I seriously used it. LOL, you can't assume all undefined variables anymore. You can't even assume all undefined variables. But all undefined variables equals 0 anymore. Yeah, I think they changed it, and it's like now it's -4 or something. I don't even know. It's so weird with these with Game Maker. I do like how simple it is once you get used to it, because everything is so easy to. Once you get used to it, at least it's so easy. I could code anything within reason that I can possibly think of. I could probably code. No, just throws a syntax error. Yeah, I know that. I actually figured out a fix for that earlier. What I did is, with the previous version of the cutscene maker, if it were to give me an undefined, I literally just set it equal to 0, like blanket, so that way it wouldn't give me issues. I think in one case, maybe I just set it to a blank string, but then in another case, it depended on the case. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, so that's good with the text input manager. For this, right now, it's so simple, I don't think I need to really comment that. And then lastly, there is just text scroll. This one's going to be a mess. Okay, this should be all the runtime stuff. So let's put it here. Okay, global, none, shouldn't create any globals, might create a local or two. Output dialog. Yeah, that looks like something it could create over here. Okay, so runtime toggle. Then there's dialog speed, DS value. DS value, output dialog, and output dialog length. Output dialog length. Scroll place count. Was scroll earlier? No. Scroll. Place count. DS total and runtime toggle. I think I already did runtime toggle. Yeah. And then DS total I think is commented out right now. Yeah. So I'll just leave it there at the end. Now in terms of created, there's output. Oh wait. Okay, I'm a moron. Output dialog and output dialog length were created here. And that should be it for commenting my code, at least, I think. So let's save this as a new version. .0.6. Perfect. Okay. Now, what now? Let's test it so that way. I doubt I screwed anything up, but let's just see. Yeah, looks like I didn't screw anything up. Okay. So now I'm going to go onto the actual text scroll. So the question is, how am I going to handle this? Input manager. No, it needs to be under event. I got two, that's insane. You could basically make it ignore all errors. Wow, that's pretty weird. Okay, so the question is how I'm going to deal with this. So let me copy this. Now, instead of VK write, let's do page up and page down, I guess. And instead of inputs, game mode. Now in theory this should work, maybe, potentially, hopefully. I really have no idea if this will work. Okay, so first one, if it's at 0, nothing will happen. If it's at 1, it is where I type in whatever I want. Perfect. Now if I press page up, I think. Oh yeah, I need to fix that. Okay. That should be under text scroll. Ah, shoot. Okay. Did I not integrate the DS list yet? I'm not dealing with that today. Dialog equals that. Yeah, if I didn't do that yet, I'm not dealing with that today. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this today. Okay. If that's the case, then I know. Okay, here's the problem. I'm exhausted from full day of school. The issue is that during testing to get this up and running, I deleted all the code that gets it working with the DS list, and the DS list is what changes between the dialogue segments. So doing that, I'd need to redo the entire thing, and I'd need to jump between 4 different objects, and I could definitely figure it out, like within probably 10 minutes, but I'm exhausted right now, so kind of don't want to right now, kind of want to go eat dinner, and yeah, so I think I'm going to end it right now. I'll probably code a bit later, but not live. I'll probably just do it on my own, whatever, and yeah, might live stream again tomorrow, not entirely sure yet, kind of doubt it tomorrow, probably in 2 days I will, but I think I'm going to end it there. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video, whatever it is.